we are at the Kimball Art Museum, and Haley and I are going to look at some European artwork. So stay tuned.
Let's get excited.
Great.
So shown here is Pablo Picasso, and as we all know, Picasso is a huge abstractionist. But I just think that overall, this is really interesting. Not only the canvas is this brown, kind of unfinished in its parting there, and then the wood frame I think is a really nice touch to it. But the colors itself are very dark and kind of moody. And the piece is called "Man with a Pipe," and clearly you cannot see a man, and I don't even see a pipe. Oh, there it is. There's a pipe. But it has all these strange lines in there and symbols that kind of juxtapose these abstract just brushes with these sharp geometric lines that I think is really interesting, and it makes me feel very confused. And the narrative here said it's also baffling. And I think it's interesting that they chose to do an oval, which might be seen more in a portraiture style, but here it is abstracted.
Okay. Hello, so here you see Lord Grosvenor's Arabian Stallion with a groom, and the reason I chose this one is because he is known, George Stubbs, for his depiction of animals. He's a big animal painter, and I like to paint dogs, so I fellow artist, It's a very realistic style, I would say. Very much the colors and everything are how you would see it in the actual wild. It's a good naturalism, I would say, an example of naturalism. It's old, 1766. It's also a good representation of what it was like in that day.
How does it make you feel?
How does it make me feel? Peaceful. He has some happy little trees. There's nothing too sharp. It's just very nice. He also does this weird glow around the figures that really make them stand out. The painting technique is just spectacular. I think he would do really well painting dogs. Yeah. Hello again. So here we have a portrait of Heriberto Cassini. 1918. Acquired in 1984. It's a Spanish painting. It's very stylized. Do you want to do some talking on it, Anna?
Oh yeah. So I really like the suggestiveness within the cheekbones that are shown, which is kind of what I try to do in my painting. So there we go. But it's interesting because he used actual dark lines with it as well. So it has a suggestiveness, but then it's completely contoured and shown within these thick lines, which I think is an interesting part. And I really like the jacket with all the colors in it. And again, he is suggestive, but also mixes these sharp lines into everything to really outline it, which I think is a really interesting technique.
There's a lot of texture in it, a lot of paint that's very layered. And I think it's interesting that there's the automobile, because that's just kind of a good representation of what automobiles were back in 1918,
Yeah, and again, the colors, if you can see there, aren't super blended, and they are literally, you can see that part
very loose brush
showing up in a different color, which is very interesting. Overall, I think it kind of has a calming effect, and that might be from the cool colors, even though his face is very stern, and he might be a politician or a working man, maybe a gang member. We don't know.
It's 1918. Anything's possible.
Seriously, trusts weren't there. Who knows what was going on. But,
I like his bowler hat.
Yes. It's a man of mystery.
Very stylized. Thanks for coming with us to look at artwork today, Fang.